Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Monday Night Raw results and birthdays and other wrestling world news. Paul Heyman turned 50 years old, born September 11th, 1965. He didn't know he's the best talker in the business, turning 50. It is jarring for those of us who saw his early work as a young manager. Can't help wonder that what wrestler buys his advocate for his birthday. Angelina Love, real name, Lauren Williams, turned 34 years old on Sunday. She was born September 13th, 1981. Married to fellow TNA wrestler Davey Richards, and the couple recently announced her pregnancy. Little Warrior Hawk, Mike Hegstrand, born September 12th, 1957, died of a heart attack 19th of October 2003 at the age of 46. Hawk, Animal, and Paul Ellering were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2011. The late Adrian Adonis, named Keith Frank, was born September 12, 1954. He died in a car accident on July 4th, 1988, in Canada when the driver of a van that Adonis was a passenger in swerved to avoid a moose and drove into a lake. Adonis and two other wrestlers were killed in the accident. The dark main event that was advertised as John Cena, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, Sheamus, and Bray Wyatt in a six-man tag action. My guess, didn't happen. WWE provided an update on the wrist surgery that Lana underwent on Thursday. Lana underwent open reduction and internal fixation of a left distal radius fracture with a Waller plate. Dr. Chris Amann told WWE.com the fracture was stabilized and returned to its normal anatomic position during the surgery using the Waller plate and screws. Lana did very well without any complications and is expected to make a full recovery. Lana suffered the injury last weekend while working out in the ring. The original prognosis listed by WWE was that she would be able to return in 4 months. Former WWE lead writer Ryan Garrett was named the senior vice president of The Rock 7 Bucks Productions. According to Deadline.com, he became the lead writer in 2002 and spent 11 years in the role. Next up, reader Alan Sale. Garrett was known as The Rock's go-to writer throughout their time in WWE, and obviously that friendship carried over to work outside the company. This news should not surprise anyone, given their long history of collaboration. Former WWE wrestler Rico Constantino appeared on the Pancakes and Power Slams podcast with Chris Featherstone and went off on the following tirade of Bubba Ray Dudley. If you're listening, Bubba, come here to Vegas and I'll tell you to your freaking face, you're a spoiled brat. If you don't get your way, you hurt people. And you do it on purpose. He ripped my hamstring 3 times in Chicago. I told him I tore it, and he kept going. He suplexed me and tore it again. But when he pinned me, he threw my legs over my head and he put his legs on the second turnbuckle and tore it again. Yes, Devon is okay. Bubba is a brat. You're a spoiled little brat, as he says. I knew that when I went to Italy. Charlie and I had the tag team belt. And Bubba is there. Devon. We're going to wrestle in Italy. And out of respect, when they put the match up, I said, okay, what would you like to do, Bubba? You know, because we've been in the business longer than I have. So has Devon. Charlie and I were given them respect. What would you like to do? Bubba popped off. I'm tired of making the matches. You guys are the champions. Why don't you make up the match? He was throwing a fit in Italy, and I said, hell, well, what the heck? Like we win these titles, they give them to us. You want to win a title, you go win gladiators, you fat pig. That's what I'm thinking. He cried and moaned. I looked at Dean Malenko and said, hey, here. He threw the belt and said, Bubba wants the belt, give it to him. I'm not going out. What? Said Malenko. I said, I'm not going out. That's it. Forget it. I don't want the titles, and I left. 25 or 30 minutes later, Dean came up. That fat little spoiled brat apologized. And he went out and had a match. Yep, Bubba, famous for that. I'll tell you to his face. Tell it to his face, and I live in Las Vegas, Bubba. Come over here. I will tell you. Rene Dupree also went out off on Bubba during an interview recently as well. He was certainly not the most popular person in the locker room during his previous run, and he had some enemies in TNA as well. Here's hoping the guys he works with now in WWE will end up having more favorable things to say about him once his current run concludes. Bautista will star in an action thriller, Bushwick. According to Deadline.com, Bautista stars as a war veteran with Jay Levy as the lead actor. Jane Levy. It was also announced at Deadline that Bautista is one of the stars of the film Marauders that features Bruce Willis, thanks to .NET reader Ernesto Cruz. The Bushwick film focuses on Texas attempting to secede from the United States and New York City being used as a negotiation tool. According to the story, Bautista also has upcoming roles in 3 additional movies in addition to future installments of Guardians of the Galaxy. As such, wouldn't hold out hope for a regular WWE return. The following from live notes of WWE Raw pre-show that was being broadcast on the WWE Network. And the reason why I'm just now posting this on Thursday morning. Because I was so tired of Monday, I got the Raw on the TV. But within the first segment, that was so boring, especially with the New Day, I fell asleep. But the network has a pre-show. Scott Stafford, Corey Graves, and David Otunga hosting the show at the WWE Studios, Stafford, Connecticut. Apparently, this is also the season premiere of the Raw pre-show. Lita will appear on the pre-show to help preview the Divas Championship match. Sting will appear on Raw as advertised. We know this because they showed the graphic while his crappy WWE theme music played. Sorry, I hate the campy song. Lita joined the show by telephone and broke down the Divas Championship match. She said Nikki tries to stay as confident as possible because she will fall apart. If she feels like she will fall apart. Lita said Charlotte may seem like an overnight sensation, but she was born into the business. She said confidence shouldn't be an issue for her. But she's seen her backstage and gets into her head too. A good kayfabe discussion, which is exactly what it should be on the pre-show. Lita stuck around for her fan question. She said she wants to see Bayley on the main roster, which is coming soon. Lita said she didn't think the women would main event Raw when the Divas Revolution started to build, but now that it's started to build, she feels they will headline Raw and eventually a pay-per-view. Lita also said that she would love to return to the ring at some point, but she doesn't feel she needs to because the women are doing such a good job. Finally, she predicted that Nikki will retain the championship. As I've already discussed for the last several weeks, John Cena has a major decision in that. The host discussed New Day versus Primetime Players, match for the tag titles, and winner facing the Dudleys at Night of Champions. Huge guest hype for Miz TV. It's the Wyatt family. Okay. The host closed out the show with bold predictions. And live from Memphis, Michael Goldsoft welcomes us. He's also joined by JBL and Byron Saxon. Triple H's music hits, and out he comes with Stephanie McMahon to the ring. There's a big connoisseur logo on the ramp for Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. And they also advertise the new season of Raw. Stephanie welcomes us to the season of Raw. Didn't know there was any season because it's ongoing. Triple H says that this year has been a massive success. Would be an understatement. Stephanie named several superstars and divas that have made a mark on the WWE this year. They say one man will lead the new class of the WWE stars into the future. U.S. Champion and World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. With the fans who Triple H says Rollins has a chance to cement his legacy forever on Sunday night at the Night of Champions. Cena's name gets a big mixed reaction, while Sting's name gets a bigger pop. Stephanie talks about tonight's WWE Divas title match and says we're guaranteed to see history. Triple H says more history will be made as Sting will wrestle on Raw for the first time ever. His opponent will be Big Show. They hype the entire show as Stephanie introduces the tag team title match, which is your first match. Well, not much of a thing. Well, Power Players versus New Day. Stephanie starts dancing as the tag team champions have entered the ring. And even Triple H gets in some booty shaking, rump breaking, whatever he calls it, in the ring. Truly a must-see segment as we go to commercial to set up the first match. And this is where I fell asleep. Didn't wake up till like 12:30 in the morning. Back from the break, out comes Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. We get formal ring introductions from Lillian Garcia back and forth to start the match. Comes the Titus and Big E in the ring. Titus with a big slam and a pin attempt. Young comes back in with double teaming with the Dudley Boys watching backstage. Big E with a belly to belly on Titus. Xavier plays his trombone at ringside. Kofi comes in and beats on Titus. Young gets a hot tag and unloads on Big E. Totally turns around and New Day is in control as we go to the commercial. Back from the break, Young is fighting, but Kofi uppercuts him and throws him to the floor. Big E tags in and shoves him into Kofi, into a Kofi kick. Titus comes over to stop the shenanigans as Big E keeps beating on Young. Big E drives Young back into the barrier. Kofi tags back in and keeps Young down as Titus rallies the crowd. Young tries to make a tag, but Kofi drops him on his face. Kofi goes up top, but lands on Young's boot. Titus comes back in and unloads on both Kofi and Big E. Kofi gets thrown to the floor. Big E gets the big boot, eats the big boot. Titus barks and catches Kofi in midair. Titus hits 3 backbreakers and tosses Kofi. Titus slices both Kofi and Big E in the corner at the same time. He then slams Big E for a 2 count. Titus blocks a big ending and hits a spine buster. Woods gets on the apron for distraction. Kofi hits Trouble in Paradise on the floor on Young. Big E then nails Titus from behind while Woods distracts. Kofi comes back in and hits the double team for the win. After the match, New Day celebrates while the Dudleys come out on the stage and they taunt each other. So there comes segment, the Divas title match, and Miz TV and the Wyatt family, also Sting versus Big Show. We're going to look back at NWA Starrcade 1998 with Sting and Dusty Rhodes versus Road Warriors back to the Royal. Back from the break, and Stephanie is joking with Triple H backstage about their dancing with the New Day. Seth Rollins is there and he praises them for putting together tonight's Raw. Oh, by the way, Vince McMahon even commented on the Authority dancing. It says, and that's what WWE is all about, entertainment. This leads to Triple H making Sheamus versus John Cena for later in the evening. We're going to look back at Nikki and Charlotte from last week. Renee Young backstage with Charlotte and Ric Flair right now. She asks how she's been preparing for tonight. Charlotte says it has been a dream of hers since she stepped in the ring. She talks about carrying on her dad's legacy and says it doesn't get better than having him here. Flair is fired up and says he's living vicariously through Charlotte. He hypes the Divas Revolution in tonight's title match. Charlotte says her focus is the Divas title, but the Divas Revolution is more like an evolution. She talks about the Bella Army falling, and they leave with the woo. Paige versus Sasha is up next. We go to ring. Out comes Paige and Becky Lynch. Cole's on notes that Charlotte isn't coming out because she's getting ready for her own match as we go to commercial. Back from the commercial, and out comes Sasha Banks with Tamina Snuka and Naomi. The bell rings, the Paige goes right to work, and they start brawling all over the mat. The referee tries to separate them, but Paige tosses Sasha by her hair. Paige with another toss across the ring. Sasha takes Paige to the apron and drops her, sending her out to the floor. Sasha falls and brings her back for a 2 count. She works on the arm. Sasha gets control and shows off some. Paige turns around in the corner, hits a knee. Paige with a kick with a 2 count, more back and forth, and counter. Paige with a big German suplex, dumping Sasha on her head. Sasha rolls to the floor for a freezer. Paige gets the crowd hyped as the referee counts. Sasha out. Paige leaps off the apron But Tamina pulls Sasha out of the way and Paige lands hard on the floor. Back in the ring, and Sasha gets the win with a bank statement. After the match, Team Bad beats Becky and Paige down before tossing them out of the ring and posing together. So the comes segment, Wyatt family on Miz TV about commercials. Back from the break, and we get a video for Connor McCallum, Connor Scurr, and pediatric cancer awareness month. We go to the ring. Out comes Miz is set up for the season premiere of Miz TV. He welcomes us. Miz introduces his guests. Out comes Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman. Wyatt takes a seat as Braun and Harper stand behind him. Miz goes to take his seat, but Wyatt makes him stand. Miz promises it isn't a mystery partner. He isn't the mystery partner for Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Miz asks who Braun Strowman is. Wyatt tells Miz to ask him. Braun takes off his mask and stares at Miz. Wyatt runs down Miz and says he wants everyone to suffer to pay for their sins. He already showed Randy Orton and Jimmy Uso. Wyatt says it doesn't matter how many show up at Night of Champions because they will fall down. Music hit, out comes Reigns and Ambrose to the crowd. Miz presents both teams, but Ambrose kicks him and tosses him out of the ring. Both teams stare each other down in the middle of the ring. Reigns talks about Wyatt taking out Orton and Uso, his cousin, his blood. Reigns says Wyatt is going to pay for Uso. Reigns says that they have found a third partner for Night of Champions and they're going to whoop the Wyatt family's arse. Reigns says that they're bringing the big fight and they're going to win. Believe that. Wyatt laughs in the face. Fans chant for them to fight, but I'd like to go out and we got to go to the announcers. So the come segment, Sting versus Big Show. We look back at Sting versus Ric Flair at the 1990 Great American Bash. Up next, Cena versus Sheamus. Back to commercial. Back from the commercial, and we get Cena making his ring entrance. Sheamus was out next with his Money in the Bank briefcase. We get early dueling chants and back and forth to start the match. Sheamus drops Cena with a high elbow and again with an uppercut. Cena ends up on the floor as we go to the commercial break. Back from the commercial. And Cena is kicking out at a 2 count. Sheamus goes up top and drops a big knee for another 2 count. Cena gets up and trade shot. Sheamus applies a sleeper and hold and takes Cena to the mat. Cena fights back and hits his usual comeback move. He hits a 5-knuckle shuffle. Cena Cena attempted the attitude adjustment and it was blocked, and then they trade shots. Cena delivers a tornado DDT for a close 2 count, and then waits for Sheamus to get up, then goes for attitude adjustment, but it's countered. Sheamus gets a 2 count. Sheamus goes for cloverleaf, but gets another hold applied. Cena finally makes it to the rope. Sheamus argues with the referee that he tapped. Sheamus with a forearm to his chest on the apron. Cena blocks white noise and applies the SPF. Sheamus finally gets the bottom over and breaks the hold. Cena's sex chant breaks out for the crowd as Cena hits forearms on the apron, just like Sheamus would. Just like a video game. Move, Steve. Okay. Cena scoops him up for an attitude adjustment, but it's blocked again. Sheamus with a running knee. Sheamus ready for the blow kick as the fans boo. Cena nails him with a clothesline. They both get up and trade shots in the middle of the ring. Cena eats an uppercut, but goes for the attitude adjustment. It's blocked. Sheamus slams Cena for another close 2 count. Sheamus then goes up top for a battering ram, but Cena catches him for the SPF, and it's countered. Sheamus ends up on Cena's shoulders and gets planted face first. Cena applies the SPF. Sheamus powers up with Cena on his back and hits the rolling senton. Cena shoots him right away and nails the attitude adjustment for the win. Announcers hype the WWE Network. Team Mella backstage getting ready as we go to commercial. Back from the right, we get Intercontinental Champion Ryback in the ring. He's proud to be our IC champion. He does a bad Elvis impression and addresses Kevin Owens. The music hit, out comes Owens to interrupt. He rips a book that Ryback previously mentioned played a big part in his career. Owens has a copy of the book. He comes in the ring and calls Ryback weak. Owen says Ryback is an absolute monster and probably the strongest guy in the locker room, but he's also the weakest. Owen says it's a travesty that a guy like Ryback is Intercontinental Champion. Ryback comes back and says he's the big guy, the one that wakes up hungry. He gets a Phoebe Moore chant going, but Owens isn't impressed. Owens says if he ever gets a shot at the title, he will take it and prove to that the big guy or just a little boy. Ryback says he went to the Authority earlier, and the match will happen at Night of Champions. They choose a fight, but Owens leaves without anything happening. I look back at Starrcade 1997 where Sting versus Hogan, and they do mention Hogan still to come. Sting versus Big Show. Got a commercial. Speaking of Hogan, WWE Authority, as such as Vince McMahon has asked everybody in the locker room not to mention Hogan ever again. Not in tweets, not in Facebook, not mention ever. But they show him in wrestling matches. It's okay for WWE to do it, but wrestlers can't do it. Back from the break, out comes Stardust with the attention for the next match. Neville was out next, but he stops and waits for his backup. The Lucha Dragons. They rush the ring and all six go at it. Neville mounts Stardust while Sin Cara and Kalisto sends Victor and Connor to the floor. They leap out onto all three. Neville closes on Stardust to the floor. Neville runs the ropes to dive out, but the Ascension drags Stardust up the ramp to safety. Both teams face off as Neville's music hits. Not much of that. Nikki Bella video package before going to the commercial. And finally, the Divas title match was up next. Back from the break, and out comes Charlotte with Paige and Becky Lynch. Divas champion Nikki Bella was out next with Alicia and Brie. And we got formal ring introductions from Lily and Garcia. They lock up and go into the rope. Before breaking, Charlotte takes Nikki down. Charlotte works her over on the mat for one count. Charlotte drops knees on her, and Charlotte tosses Nikki around the ring with a scissors. Nikki turns her back around in the corner and drops Charlotte by her arm for a 2 count. Nikki drops knees on the arm. Nikki shows off and continues working on the arm. Charlotte fights her way back in from the apron. Nikki joins her on the apron as they trade shots. Nikki drops Charlotte shoulder first into the apron. Nikki stomps Charlotte on the floor as we go to commercial break. Back from the break, and Nikki has Charlotte down, working on the arm again. Charlotte fights up and fires away with chops. Charlotte then drops Nikki for a 2 count and goes back on the arm and hits a forearm shot. Charlotte fights back and goes for a spear, but gets drop kicked in the arm. Nikki drops Charlotte, face first for another 2 count, back and forth. They pull twin magic and Charlotte ends up getting the win. She goes to celebrate and Ric Flair runs out to join the party. However, the music hits and out comes Stephanie McMahon. She says she can't win by pinning someone who wasn't in the match as she pinned Brie Bella. Stephanie says that she must uphold the integrity of the Divas division. Charlotte wins by disqualification. Nikki retains and will pass AJ Lee's record at midnight. Stephanie announces a rematch for Night of Champions, and Nikki can lose her title by pinfall submission or countout or disqualification. Cesaro versus Rusev was next. Back on the break, Rusev is cut. Rusev was out with some array, and Cesaro was out next. Lots of hard-hitting back-and-forth action to start. Cesaro took control and gets the 2 count of Cesaro. In the Cesaro section starting his chanting his name. Rusev beats Cesaro down with forearm. Cesaro bounces off of the ropes and hits a vertical suplex. Cesaro drops an elbow for a pin attempt. Rusev drops Cesaro on the top rope and hits a heel kick for a 2 count. Rusev unloads on Cesaro and works him over. Dolph Ziggler comes down during the match to distract Rusev, allowing Cesaro to take over, and Ziggler talks with Summer Rae at ringside, leading to Cesaro getting the win off a distraction. After the match, Ziggler immediately runs in and nails a super kick on Rusev as Summer looks all worried. Rusev is knocked to the floor as Ziggler's music hits and high-fives Cesaro. Rusev stumbles away with Summer's help as we go to replay. A video of Team Bella, Stephanie McMahon and Dolph Ziggler at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. We see a fan who was about to turn 7 years old at ringside. She learned that she was cancer-free this past Friday. The announcers plugged Connor's Cure and Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. Seth Rollins backstage talking with Big Show as we go to commercial. Back from the break, we see that Summer Rae left with the gift that Ziggler was trying to give her at ringside. Well, this could be a storyline. Swap-a-roo when Lana comes back. We'll switch-a-roo. We go back. So Summer Rae gets back with Ziggler. And Lana gets back with Rusev. We see Rusev and Summer walking backstage, but he's upset as she's apologizing. He slams the locker room door in her face as he walks in by himself. He opens the present from Ziggler and starts smiling. Rusev slams on the other side of the door and tells her to get in there. Well, we get a look back at New Day retaining earlier in the evening. Then after the Height, the Night of Champions. And now Stardust and the Ascension versus Neville. And the New Dragons for the kickoff pre-show. Right, backstage segment with Big Show and the Authority. He assures them that he will take care of Sting and walks off. Thanks to commercial. And we got Sting versus Big Show. This was a match on WCW. Back from the break as we see Triple H, Stephanie McMahon at ringside to watch the main event. Big Show without first, lights go down low as we hear the crows. The Sting makes his way out. We get full ring introductions from Lillian for this match. Show gets booed while Sting gets a big pop. They go at it to start. Sting unloads to take Show to the corner with a kick. Sting on the mouth. Show with the right hand and the fans count along. Show grabs Sting and carries him out to the corner, but Sting plants him with a DDT. Sting keeps Show down. The kicks now, and the Sting goes for a Stinger Splash and nails it. Seth Rollins runs down with both titles and starts going at it with Sting for the disqualification finish. After the bell, Show comes over and they both beat Sting down. John Cena runs down to a pop and sends Rollins out to the ring. Sting and Cena both team up on Show, but he bails. Rollins tries to come back in, but Sting cuts him off. As Stephanie and Triple H are gone, Triple H says, "We've had enough controversy for one night." He makes it a tag match and they start right now. That's commercial. And next up, we got Sting and Cena versus Big Show. That's Seth Rollins. Back to the break. Cena's already going at it with Big Show, and he gets hit with a big tackle. Show keeps control and beats Cena around. Cena slides out and tries to lift Show, but he can't get him up. Show beats him to the mat again. Rollins comes in and stomps away on Cena, keeping him down. Show comes back in and they keep Cena down again. Show taunts Sting. Show backs Cena in the corner with a big punch and hits him with a chop. Cena gets up and fights back. He scoots Show, but collapses and Show falls on top of him. Rollins tags back in and he also has words for Sting. After beating Cena around, Cena gets a big side slam, but he can't make the tag. Show tags in and stops Cena from tagging Sting. Show drops Cena with a body shot and yells at Sting for more. Show with more slow punishment for Cena. Then Show nails a splash from the second rope, but Cena kicks. Show yells at the referee and goes back to work on Cena. Rollins comes back in and mushes Cena around. Cena fights back but gets cut off, and in comes Show again. Show goes for another second rope splash, but Cena moves. Sting finally gets a hot tag and unloads on Rollins. Cena with a stinger splash. Sting with a stinger splash on Rollins, and then another. Sting with a running bulldog. Show runs in and knocks Sting down. Cena with an attitude adjustment on Show. Rollins goes for the pedigree on Cena, but Sting nails a death drop from behind. Sting puts Rollins in a scorpion deathlock for the win. After the match, Rollins rolls to the floor at Triple H's feet as Sting and Cena celebrate in the ring to Sting's music. Sting and Cena talk Triple H, Stephanie, and Seth, and Show as Raw goes off the air. And there was no dark match main event from Raw in Memphis. As the show went off the air, Sting and Cena celebrated before having the arena give it up for a 7-year-old girl who was shown on the Raw TV at ringside after learning she was cancer-free from this past Friday. Cena and Sting congratulated and hugged her in the ring. Post-Raw video with Sting and John Cena meeting the 7-year-old cancer survivor in the video. The link will be at the end of the video. Thanks again. Peace out. God bless you. Want to be? By the way, if you don't know, you better call me, bro.